Hundreds of kids are still poisoned by lead in the Mohawk Valley each year. Our city has a lot of older housing stock. It was built before 1978. The mayor wants to make sure that Utica residents know how to protect their children. The Home Ownership Center and Lead-Free Mohawk Valley are leading a battle against this health issue. They believe that education and testing can help with the solution. The following is how you can help prevent lead poisoning.
It's really important that every child get tested by age 1 and 2 for screening, because lead toxicity, lead poisoning is a preventable and treatable problem. Lead poisoning leads to permanent brain damage, and by age 6 that damage is done. Thereon after, the child's trajectory of their life has been changed dramatically. They have issues related to lower IQ, decreased educational attainment, behavior problems, problems with impulsivity, and a number of other neurologic issues that can be associated with it. The poisoning is not from kids eating chips. It has to do with dust, lead paint dust. And that can be inhaled. It can be brought on a finger to the mouth. And so the child actually can get a significant inoculation of lead just from dust. And it doesn't take very much to cause a child to become lead poisoned. Old windows, particularly that are being opened and closed, tend to create a lot of lead dust. Once a child's been identified as being lead poisoned, there's a number of things that happen. The county health department gets involved in terms of secondary prevention, so looking at how do we look at that home? Can we make that home lead safe? We look at other children in the home. What can be done to keep them from being at risk? And then we follow that child very carefully. So as the lead levels rise, they can get to a point where we can actually treat them. And we do what's called chelation to try to take the lead out of their system and get those levels down. So it is still possible, but the best thing is not to get poisoned at all. And the best way to do that is make sure you're getting your children lead tested at age 1 and 2, and you're following the advice of your primary care provider.
Get your home tested. The Lead Safe Utica grant program at the Home Ownership Center will identify the lead paint hazards in your home and work with local lead abatement contractors to remove them for free. Lead paint is most often found on old windows and doors, porches, sidings, and in the bare soil around your home. Normal wear and tear can break down this lead paint, and that'll settle onto your windowsills and your floors, the places where your children play and put their toys. You can't see the dust from the lead paint, but just a tiny bit in your home can be very harmful to children. If you live in Utica and your home was built before 1978, you could be eligible for grant funding to remove these hazards. The program is open to rental units and owner-occupied homes, so we encourage tenants and owners to apply. For more information, you can call 315-724-4197 or visit leadsafeutica.com.
Get the facts. Did you know that Oneida County has 7 times the national rate of childhood lead poisoning and 3 times that of Flint, Michigan? Knowledge is power, and that's what we're building, people power. Through community education and grassroots organizing, we're looking to take the lead and take the lead out of our neighborhoods. Find us on Facebook at Take the Lead in Utica to learn about upcoming events and learn more about how to get involved in our campaign.
What I'd like you to remember is get your kids tested. That's the best thing you can do to help your kids keep from being lead poisoned. It's just a finger stick. It only takes about 15 minutes to get the results. And so it's simple, it can be done in the office, and you'll know the result that day. And that can be very reassuring. So make sure your child is tested. Even in the pandemic, it's extremely important that children are tested. See your doctor. If you don't have a doctor, you can still get a test. So you can call for appointment either at places like the Sister Rose Vincent Family Medicine Center, the Upstate Community Health Center on Noyes Street, or the Oneida County Department of Health. But just remember, please, please get your children tested.